some point we need to find a solution to that. I think this is the third time we haven't, maybe the second time we haven't had minutes read. So if at some point we need to find a solution to that. Well, who's speaking? I'm sorry.
This Bernice, is this meeting being live streamed on YouTube?
Yes.
Man, come on, man. Okay, let me shut up.
I'm doing it because for it to be recorded.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, thank you. I think that's one of the reasons he's doing it. We have to have documentation.
Got it. Okay. All
right. So now that we know, we will move on to the next item, which is trademark and website. I put this on here. As you know, our trademark was in the process of being approved and to be used by this organization, but there are still items regarding the trademark that needed to be completed. One of those items that for the requirement of the trademark was to obtain our own website, and I got in touch with Mr. Tunis, and there's a requirement regarding this amount. What is needed to complete the trademark? Also, I think the payment for the trademark, everything is completed, but also there's a requirement of how the trademark is supposed to be represented, so that we can have our certificate. So one of those is the website. So we got in touch with Tune, and there's a price attached to the website, of which I want to bring to the body tonight. How much that is, Mr. Sulami? I know we talked earlier regarding what the next step will be. The body needs to know how much and how we're going to do this. Is it possible I know you texted to me to give us that breakdown again, if you have it.
It's possible.
Okay, please.
The domain name, before you get a website, you have to have a domain name. I know most of us know that here. And you have to have a hosting. Someone have to host it. That's also, we know about it. The domain name, the one I looked for was Invisible 11, the number 11, invisible11.org and .com. Both was available at the time I looked for it. Each one cost $75. I think for 6 years, 5 or 6 years. Then the hosting the website, I think it's $87 yearly hosting it. $87, I think it's $6 or $7 per month. So put all that together, it came to I think $87. To build the website itself is $600. And it's one thing I didn't text you. To maintain the website is different from to build the website. The person who building the website, to maintain the website monthly, you want to do a monthly, it's $50. I think yearly is $250. Now, anything you want to update the website at any time, you just send him the information and he would update it. Whether this meeting, you want post a meeting or we're recording, you want to put a link there, you will do it. You want to put anything that happening to it, you will post it there. And also you will have all of us here want to make a comment, we can go there and do it. Same way we do it with our children. So that's it right there.
Can I come in?
Sure.
Now, you talk about maintaining maintaining the website. That means somebody that we have trying to pay somebody that will be able to go to the website and be putting and inputting things on the website. Am I right?
Yes.
So why
I mean,
do we have to pay somebody to do that? Can we get volunteers if the website is already built and we already pay for building the website, which is $600? Can we get volunteers to do that one instead of us trying to find money again to be paying somebody every month, every year when we're already struggling and we already have this old how you got it, our salary stuff on our head right now that we can't afford, and we're trying to put ourselves into more debt? Can we have volunteers on that? Because I know because my school, Charlotte, and my school, we built a website. We have a website. I know people say Charlotte Coburg Central High website, and we just got one hour. It was built and everything, but we have one student there and it's free. And every time if you got something to put there, she's there. She will put it there, or you go there and do it. And go and do it ourselves instead of paying somebody to maintain it though. And we can't, right now we can't afford it. I just want to say.
I mean, with that, if he gave her all the information, someone probably among us can volunteer to do that. But most of the time when you build a website, you're in charge of that website. Just like you build a house for me or for you, I build a house for you. And it's not the maintenance now, that different thing. So you build a house and you know how you build a house, you know all the structure, you give the person, the architects, the drawings, whatever, to get on it, to build the house. He build it, he know the corner, everything and what to do. But if we can find someone, then he gave all the information, which wouldn't be bad. Most of the time, good for the webmaster to deal with that. Because if you got someone who doing it for you, I don't know how successful it is. But there are a lot of things involved in putting information on the website. You got photos, you got video, you got text, all of these things is involved. It's not just plain text that probably somebody going to put there, So it's always good for the webmaster to take care of that. That's not plenty of money, $250 a year.
Even that one penny is still the idea. You got to worry for $600 when you decide to call meeting on the side, or when it's time for money, then you're calling, then you want to bring this thing to our attention, It's thing of being a guy here, or let me close my mouth so you can talk.
Yeah.
Then you got to unmute yourself if you are paying attention to the meeting.
I'm paying attention. I'm trying to unmute myself. A couple of questions, but the first, the figure that you just called, can you give a total of that figure? Because I know you said this amount, 200, 700, 600. What's the total amount? Do you care to tell us?
Okay, the 75 plus 85, you can put that together, 7 plus 5 at 12, 15. That's
my man, you're doing it, you're going to do the math.
No, but the question I did, you could have been doing the math from
no,
here.
I don't have to come. I'm driving. That's why if you bring you.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Tunis, go ahead. You said 75 plus 85 at 160.
Okay, then $600.
Okay, then at 760.
Then hosting the maintenance, $50 per month or $250 per year. So whichever one you want to put there.
So you got it now?
So talking about close to $1,000, right?
Yeah, if you doing the 250 to it, yeah.
Yeah. So the question is, The
I
trademark.
think we having noise.
$10.
We having noise from Anna. I'm going to mute her. Oh, okay. She
Now
muted herself.
That's
now the question
$1,010.
is, to get a trademark, we need a website. The question to all of us: what is the significance of the trademark? Can somebody please explain to me why do we need a trademark at this time for the union?
I was on.
Are you all getting my question?
Yeah, this is as a non-profit organization, it's one of the acts that is necessary to achieve the cure of your activity. This particular trademark was in the making for about, it could be for about 6 months now. It just so happened the details and the requirements needed for the trademark just arrived. So, and we are giving a study to have this information in. Else, we go back to that's why it's needed now. If we don't, then we'll go back to the drawing board. The company that is going to send a letter regarding what's needed.
I'm still not getting the question I'm asking. Why do we need a trademark? What is the significance of the union having a trademark?
Why do we need a trademark now? You mean?
Yes. Well, and then to add, what's the benefit at this time of having a trademark for the union?
Anybody has any?
So what I want to say about, I want to say something about the website. I mean, if you can deduct the webmaster fee from there for now. Let it be suspended. Because somebody among us, including myself, probably can do it.
The 250, you mean?
Yeah, the 250.
Yeah. All right. Let's go back to BN. Usually the trademark is to protect the IE branding, just in case another group of entity wanted to use the name to benefit money-wise, it would not be possible. So between here, we incorporated between here and Liberia, nobody else can use it to print t-shirts, to organize any activities in the name of IE without the consent of this union. That's usually trademark. That's with any trademark at all.
Solomon.
Yeah.
Can I come in for a second?
Sure.
Yeah, I need to ask this question. Now, this trademark we keep talking about, we shouldn't forget now. Now, if the union get this trademark, the members of the concerned group that supporting IE and are doing all that they're doing for IE, that carrying this IE team right now, okay? They have an organization. Suppose they get and decide they want to print t-shirts and stuff to sell for IE. You know, because then we need to go back to that constitution again. I hear you saying the trademark is for the team in Liberia, the team in Liberia, the IE, the organization in Liberia, and the organization here, but the organization in Liberia, the organization in the IE organization, yeah, the union organization, yeah, you go, when you look at the constitution we hadn't got the team in Liberia in our constitution. So when you come back, somebody can get it and say, okay, y'all get a trademark. The people in Liberia wants to use this. Somebody can get it here and say they put in Liberia 9,000 because then hello, Somebody, I was talking to somebody, I just stopped.
Oh no, you're breaking up a little bit. That's why.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that is something that we really need to look into. It's important, but you got to realize that you have people that really supporting this team that will not come on board to this union, will not come on board to this union, but they're supporting this team. And if they decide that, okay, we want to print t-shirts to sell because we want to sell t-shirts to support IE, what's going to happen when somebody from our side decides, because we know we have people that will decide, oh, they can't do that. They got to join the union. No, they don't have to join the union, but they're part of the IE too. So we really got to think about this trademark. Let's think what we're trying to do here. We really got to think about it. That's just my 2 cents.
Thank you. So let me go back to BN. BN, the question you asked, the answer I gave you, was it satisfactory? That's BN. Okay.
Michael, your hand is up.
All right, Michael.
Yeah,
Michael, you're breaking up again. I don't know what's wrong with your phone.
I think something that makes sense, but at least before when we met the last time to talk about the trademark, my concern was, and my suggestion to them was that we had to do it in collaboration with the people in Liberia. The people in Liberia will have to know, they will have to send the names of subsidiaries to say, like in Liberia, we have Mesorado Group of Company, but Mesorado Group had the uniform part, they had the transport. So that a subsidiary using the name I do memorabilia, but all of this has to be coordinated with group. It can't just be the union and the IE, Liberia, the union, and the concerned group. They all have to coordinate this.
So, thank you, Michael. Michael, I don't know, your phone is still breaking up. And I understood what you said. But are you done, Michael?
Yeah.
Okay.
There should be coordination before they finalize it.
So to incorporate the entire
I'm
IE.
sorry, I went off. My phone went so dead. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, we'll see your fan picture.
You found more than me, brother.
To incorporate the team in Liberia and every IE organization that exists. There are two names that will be represented on our trademark. The first one will say IE Invincible 11. We represent the team in Liberia and anywhere else. Then it will say Invincible 11, Majestic Sports Association, IE Majestic Sports Association. So that's how it will be represented. So either way, we are incorporating the entire IE globally. The only thing is, before anybody can operate under that name, IE can't just do it without consent of the entire organization. That's what this is all about too. So in the long run, it really protects the brand name, and you have to do that because we can be sitting here. People will be in the future. There will be people in Australia, anywhere else that will use this organization name to benefit globally. You never know. So the entire IE Invincible 11, the name Invincible 11 IE, just that name alone represents it covers it. Then somebody might want to use the IE Majestic Sports Association. They will use the letters. Then it will say Invincible 11 Majestic Sports Association. So everything is represented.
You got somebody hand up.
Mr. Chair, I'm sorry I went off and I asked a question for a particular reason.
Yes.
You all know, like Bernice said before I went off, we are struggling. At this time, it's about helping the team in Monrovia to pay the basic salary for the players. And also we have the consent group. The administration in Liberia, I know you all serve on the board, they will have to give us the go-ahead to do a trademark. The IE trademark will have to be approved by the board of directors in Liberia, as far as I'm still to be corrected. So if you go ahead to do a website, the consent group comes out and says, no, we want the trademark too. And the board of directors can sign. You have not gotten the go-ahead from the board of directors to go ahead and do this. Where will we stand as a union? Have we done all of the homework? Those are my questions.
All right.
Somebody hand up. Edwin.
Ready for me?
Yeah, Edwin, you can go ahead.
In addition to what Bernice said too, the consent group is actively supporting IE in Liberia while we still sitting out here waiting for Constitution to support IE, right? And so would they have rights to this trademark too? Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Crow?
Yeah, that's all my question. Because the consent group is actively supporting IE in Liberia. My point is that the email objective of the and while the union is still waiting for Constitution to start sending 10 cents to IE, so do they have rights for the trademark too? That was my question.
We got two people hands up also. We got Michael Red hand up and Sipley hand is up also. Can they come in?
Yeah, they can come in. They can come in. Edwin, can you wait a little bit? Let Michael and Sipley come in, and I have an answer for you. Yeah, who's first?
Michael first.
Yeah, Michael.
I will let Simply go. Simply can go. After Simply, I will go.
All right, Sipley, go ahead.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Sorry I came late. Worked late today. Try to get a nap. I'm really confused as far as the essence of this, going back to this trademark thing, whereby we have some very important things at hand that we have voted on, agreed upon, that is to help support the team and the salary. I'm not sure if every one of us on this line, even the majority I see, but there are others who have not even thought about contributing or putting the money where the mouths are as far as the salary situation. And now we're going back to a long-standing trademark thing that really cannot be supported or policed. If someone having an IEMSA game in Iowa, I mean, there's a lot of work to do prior to us even trying to think about this, because there's lots and lots of IEMSA that goes on. Some are just for the law for IE, and some are for the monetary basis. So we don't even know all these things yet. You know, we have to get data on the various states where IE name is used. We approach those individuals that sponsor those events, and be very cordial with them, you know, and let them know whatever you're doing here, you know, a percentage or whatever thing we want to let them know, or we set our product there, those are things that we should, make sure we get in place. But now we're standing, there's something, who pushing this, the trademark thing here? I hope it's someone who is also contributing to the cost that the cost we have at hand right now. Because if you want to get your thing pushed forth, they want us to work towards it, and other things that have been voted on, agreed upon, you let other people like BN, to make it suffice by paying more just to make sure we keep our head above water. It's not fair. So while we discuss this trademark thing, this is the last word I'm saying on it. And after that, and I hope it's in the agenda where we can talk about the player salary, because that's very important. Because why? Because we all here voted for it. And we need to stand by our words. The amount of 4 cents. So my wife 2 cents and my 4 cents like 8 cents.
All right, thank you. We got other people hand up. Gentlemen, please take 2 minutes to have your say, because we don't want to be here all night. Thank you. And the 2 persons, you can decide which one of you want to come. But anyway, it's only Michael will let now. Go ahead. And Michael will and Edwin. So both of you, either one of you, because both of you spoken before. Edwin, you want to come in?
But I like Michael go from Michael gave way to Stipler.
Yeah, that's where he lost his chance. So
sorry, forget it. My hand should be down.
Okay, sorry. All right, Michael, come over. It's you. It's your time.
Okay. Again, this trademark thing started when we started this revamping of the union. We voted on the same teleconference to go ahead with the trademark. We made contribution towards the trademark. Nobody is pushing trademark. I think it's just that after this thing, they want to finalize the whole trademark thing. 2, the trademark will be used. The last time I talked, I say, before the finalization come, make sure you send all the trademark document to Liberia, let them add, let them subtract, because the way the trademark is international, so that they can also use it in Liberia or anywhere once you living in the world, they can use that trademark. So that trademark will not only be done by the group in America or the concerned group or the union group or the market rate group, is going to be IE trademark. But if people think that because of the financial constraint now, we can postpone all of the trademark investment, we can do that. We can call the lawyer and say, is it possible to suspend all trademark investment now, because right now we are in a financial bind? But to care for people to come here tonight and see that the trademark does not work, this was something we voted upon way back, and people even contributed up to $150, $150 towards the trademark. And if because of financial constraint, we asking that we push it off, then we need to go back to the person who coordinating it with the legal people to say, listen, can you talk to them and see if it's possible to give her another 6 months? Because right now we are in financial constraint. We rather take whatever penny we have to keep the team going while they instead of having trademark that we don't have a team for. That's my own 5 cents.
Nobody hands up.
That's 13 cents right now. So that was 8 plus 5. That's 13 cents. All right. Well, anybody else?
Nobody hands up right now.
So, okay. We coordinating the trademark with the organization in Liberia. That's going to be done. And I understand what Mr. Sibley said regarding obligating ourselves to a project, and there are people that now honoring that obligation. But what I want everyone to understand is that this trademark, we agreed to it and there was payment made already. People agreed to it, we made a payment and we made a payment to the law firm and everything is all said and done. It's in process. It's in process. So you can't go back to the company and say, "Oh, give us our money back. We don't want to do the trademark anymore." We are at a point of no return. It just so happened that it came in the same time frame where the player's salary is being discussed. So it seems as if we are neglecting the player's salary. I don't want people to see it that way. It's unfortunate that members of the body that have not contributed to the player's salary. There are few of us are paying. I hope they come aboard to contribute because it's for a good cause. At the same token, the trademark was en route before the agreement was made, voted upon for the player salary. So do we want to abandon the ship because there are some members who are not honoring the agreement made for the player salary to neglect and neglect the trademark? Probably not a good idea because we have made payment already. And I want to make that clear because there's nothing we can do anymore. I think Mr. Sibley even paid towards this. And Bernice paid towards the trademark. We paid $100 a piece, and we all did. It just so happened that it came at a later stage. I just wanted to make that clear.
No, I didn't pay.
Who didn't pay?
Edwin Crow, I didn't pay.
Yeah, you didn't. You didn't pay, Edwin? I thought you paid.
Yeah, Edwin paid.
Yeah,
no,
you paid, Edwin.
No, I didn't pay. I knew I was not going to pay. I was not going to pay.
Really? Yeah, we taxed everyone. We taxed everyone $100, and we all pay. The player salary is something that is dear to my heart. Definitely dear to my heart. If I was a millionaire, I ain't gonna ask her no question. I'll take care of this thing. But I beg of you, the trademark is en route. We have made contribution already. We pay the lawyer. We pay everybody else. This is the final stage. The website has to be built. We can even do a preliminary website building, or we can tell the company that our website is en route if we don't have money for the website. But the only thing is the way the trademark is supposed to be represented is there are two logos that I call Edwin and we talked to the gentleman that they are our t-shirts. The two logos will be represented with Invincible 11, Manchester Sports Association, IEMSA. Then it will say Invincible 11, IE. That's it. Which will cover Liberia, the concerned group, and everybody else within the global world. But it's that commitment that we agree upon that we make contribution towards this project. It's all said and done. We can't change it unless we withdraw our money, which you can't do.
We got two people. We got three people hands up. The first is Anna, and second will be Michael Wheeler, and the third will be okay. We got two. One person hand went down.
All right, we'll go in that order.
Yeah, Anna, go ahead. You are muted. So 5 minutes of unmuting yourself.
My question was, Mr. Dunning.
Yes.
I'm not sure if I got a clear answer from you regarding the concerned group. The question was, will they have access to the trademark as well?
Yes.
I know you gave me answers, but I'm not getting a confirmed yes or no from you.
Yes, because the concern group is also IE. The name concern group was agreed upon by us. But legally, if that group is going to operate, which we all are part of, it has to be called IE, Majestic Sports Association. So they also fall under this trademark.
Okay.
Yes, they'll have access to it.
Okay. Then my next question is, where are we getting these funds from for this website? Because some of us are already committed to players' salaries. This is January coming. You know, others have already paid for the year, and January starts. We have to start our payment again. So where is this additional funds coming from? Where would they come from?
Let me have somebody else speak before I come in. Anybody
Okay.
else?
Yes, we got 2 more people hands up.
Thanks for the question, Anna.
Okay.
We got
put my hand down. Put my hand down for me, please, sir.
all right. And what BN, please come in.
Mr. President,
Yes, yeah.
given all things being constant, especially with our finances, I know we are all trying to see how best we can support the team in Monrovia. And then coming up with the trademark, and one of the requirements for the trademark is a website.
Right.
And we see the cost of the website it's going to be a financial burden on us. And nowadays with Facebook, a lot of people are leaving website. They are creating Facebook pages for organizations such as IE. So my question is it possible if we can talk to those that are doing the trademark, instead of a website, we can create an IE page with all the, now if you look at pages that have been created for on Facebook, everything you see within a website, you find it within those pages. So is it possible if you all can talk to whoever doing the trademark, instead of a website, can we do a beautiful IE page on Facebook? And if that can suffice for the website.
Huh. I don't know.
We have IE page anyway.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
I don't know that. I mean, that's news to me. That's a breaking news to me. I don't know we have an IE page.
Yeah,
they have never been posted in the chat room for anybody to go there to see whatever it is.
Don't say that. Yeah,
since I became a member of this group, I have never seen it in there. You know, to be honest, I have never seen it. I don't have to make a story. That's why I brought it. Or if I have seen it, I won't bring up such a, information. I won't do that.
Yeah. BN is right. We have a page already. We did not make it. We did not make it public for the same reason. But that's a good question. Never thought about that. I don't know whether that the law firm will, the organization that makes the trademark, whether they will consider a Facebook page to substitute for a website. I don't know. It's something to consider. That we can go back to them and ask them. We have at least a month or two for this thing to be completed by, I think, January 15th, Michael. Yeah.
Exactly, Mr. President. It's nothing they're trying, because nowadays, if you look at website, you look at Facebook page, I really don't see the difference, to be honest with you, except one is Facebook and one will carry the www, whatever it is,
We got hand up still. We got Michael hand up. Michael, go ahead.
Yeah, I think Mr. Kessley got the, just what I was thinking about. Can we, because of the financial constraint, because we already invested into the trademark, can we ask for one, either use the Facebook or ask for extension, because we don't have the money? Can we do the trademark sometime July, August of next year, instead of giving us to, I think, January 15th of this year to submit all of these things, can we postpone that? That's why whoever is coordinating with the legal, with the lawyer, the team that doing the trademark, find out from them whether it's possible and come back to this group and report. Because of financial constraint, we cannot afford to spend $1,000 right now. I'd rather spend $1,000 on the players than to go spend it on trademark that it would take us forever for anybody to even violate it. Or can, like my brother Kessley said, can the web the Facebook page substitute website, and we'll move on from there.
Yeah, that's it's a very good question. If that happens, then it will cost us nothing.
And two, people should know the trademark, again, like I told the president, I keep saying it, this trademark cannot be finalized without approval from the people. The president, the board in Liberia has to also approve that all of these documents, all of the symbols you're sending, we approve them, because you don't want to send a symbol or look that's not approved by them. They have a different look. So all of these things have to be coordinated with, and they can add to, listen, our subsidiary is Majestic Sport Association, Concerned Group Association, a Citizen Association. All of those can be subsidiary to this, to the IE Majestic Sport Association of international, whatever you want to call it. So once you are subsidiary, you have the right to use the trademark, to use any mobile, to make anything using IE without being penalized. For all of that, I asked the president, before they finalize their trademark, please coordinate it with the people in Liberia. Let them see what all the trademark will entail.
Yeah. Thank you, Michael.
Or representative, they can carry it to them, and if they have questions, they can give them the people who prepare, who processing the trademark for us, the document, give them their number, let them call them and ask them any question they want to ask them. Thank you.
Thank you. It should be done. I talked to Mabu day before yesterday regarding the board having a meeting on agreement of any operating fee or on any artifacts regarding this organization, and we have to have a board meeting to finalize this. I talked to the president too regarding.
Solomon, I continue. When you say board meeting, which one of the board are you talking about?
The IE board meeting, the IE Liberia board meeting.
Okay,
so that they can be a part. They can be a part of the whole process. We have our board meeting. We
actually they ain't gonna be a part. They're gonna be in charge of it. They won't give other. The Michael keeps saying they will give other authorization.
Yeah, we will just
they have to give other authorization. They're not we're not asking them to be part of this. If anything, we want asking them for us to be part. They will give up the authorization to do it.
And then we need to go in order. There are other people hands up. You want me to recognize the hand?
Please do.
All right, our secretary, Grace.
Thank you, Tunis. So when we speak about Facebook, we first of all need to be reminded Facebook is no different from the chat group where anybody can say anything. When you have a website, it's the same reason why you have a webmaster, because things have to be monitored to be posted on the web page, pretty much for legal reasons. This is the same reason why we are trying to do this the right way when it comes to the attorney representing the association to get the website built. Facebook is an open book. Anybody can post anything, and then it can jeopardize IE's reputation. Not only the reputation, but it can jeopardize a whole lot of stuff. We got to be mindful of that. Facebook is open book. The
So
website will have a webmaster, and it has to be monitored before it can be posted. That's all I'm saying.
Mr. President, let me just react to that. Senator brought the Facebook
Yeah.
page issue.
One second.
Okay.
1 second. All right, yeah.
Well, can you, BM, please, let's go in order. Yeah, you need to put your hand up. I got other
Okay,
people.
all right. No, I just wanted to react to him. Since,
Yeah, you can
sorry,
do
I
that if you-
apologize. I'll put my hand up. I'm sorry.
All right, we got a hand up here. We got our lady, Bernice. Bernice hand is up.
Yeah, no, I was just going to tell and let Grace know that Facebook, if she doesn't know, Facebook have two different pages of Facebook. You have one that anybody can go there, which is the regular page that we all own. Then they have another page that can be your personal page. That page, I think you pay for it. I think forgetting how it go, but you pay for it. That page, no, but people don't. You restrict it. People don't come and just write what they want to write on it.
All
okay?
right, thank
So Facebook will have two pages. So one is a personal page and the other one is not a personal page. The personal page is the one that we all own.
Okay, all right, BN. Mr. Kessley, unmute
Yes,
yourself.
Bernice said it right. And in addition to what Brennan just said, even your personal page, you can restrict it. Not just anything again on your personal page. You can restrict it. And before you allow it, you go in and say, okay, allow for that particular posting get on your page. So the same with the regular Facebook page. Once you create it, especially when you want to pay for it, which is a minimum amount you pay, you can restrict it. You can have one or two administrators that will restrict it, that will invite people, that will approve people to be a member of that particular page. I just wanted to say that in addition to what Bernice said.
But this is exactly how our page is right now. It's private, and we only have few people who are, how you call it, monitoring it.
All right.
So that's how our page is right now. Not everybody can just post it. If you post, it can be approved by either one of the administrator before it be posted, it finished posting. That's the page we got right now. If you go and look for IEMSA Sports Association on Facebook, you will see our logo will come up. It's been there for the past 5 months now, or even more. And we're not paying nothing for it. But I want to agree with Grace. Facebook, even though with all of that, you have too many people monitoring the Facebook, and anybody can put anything there. Website is very, very, very important when it comes to a situation like this. That's why they are called. If the lawyer that fixing or in charge of this, our something we're fighting for, he could have referred all to Facebook. He said, "Oh, go get Facebook page so that we can complete this." But he asked for website. It's a reason why he asked for that. The website is very important. Facebook, hey, if we all want to go that route, we can try and see. If it work out for us, thank God. Praise to Jesus.
Are you chairing the meeting now, Tunis?
I'm putting I put my 2 cents in there. I'm not trying to. Why would I chair it? I've got a president here.
Okay.
Never chair the meeting. I'm here to monitor. Okay, every hand is up, so let's recognize you.
Oh, I thought we should just leave it with the team to ask Amako and Beyonce to ask the lawyer. It's maybe when we were in place at that time, Facebook was not in existence. So let's leave them to ask the lawyer, and then the lawyer come up and give her the answer, because the funds, we're talking about money here. There are only few people that contribute to this thing over and over. So we all want it, but not all will contribute again. So let's give it to the lawyer. Let's try to cut down costs. Yeah, because you can't drive the world cause to death because the same people keep contributing over and over. Other people just sit back and watch, looking for a constitution to contribute. I finished.
Yeah, thank you. All right. I think I've heard everyone. I think the consensus is we go back to the company. Either we postpone the finalization of the trademark based on because of the money.
Prezo, before you finish saying what you want to say, please, with all due respect, I want us, what Grace said, I want us to look at it. And if you're looking for 501c, you need a website. You don't need a Facebook.
We will go back to the company. We have a deadline. What we can do, we can ask to see if we can extend the deadline. Because we need money to complete it. Definitely we need a Facebook. As far as the other seal for the trademark, that can be taken care of without too much expense anyway. So I think we have concluded. We'll go back to the company we'll get back to you. At the same time, the administration will reach out to the administration in Liberia to incorporate, letting them know where we are, so we all can work together regarding this trademark.
Mr. President, my hand's been up. Yes.
I'm sorry. Tunis is the one monitoring.
Why did you find your background is black? Then you look for black hair again.
The black man.
That's what it is. It's black.
I've been thinking. While we're sitting here, we're trying to Google requirements for a trademark. Maybe it's there because almost everything nowadays every little company and institution do have websites, but I didn't see anything about website. So most likely is something that is required, even though I didn't see it. But it seems like from the outset, I don't know where do we do the pricing or the bidding as far as the construction of the website. Website used to be that kind of amount before when some used to use HTML, but nowadays it's more, I don't know what they use now, but the pricing should come down, but now just the maintenance usually is the high cost. Now, whoever, I think Tunis may be in connection with those that will create the website. Is there a way we can bargain here? Is there we can get reduction of prices, or seek another individual or group that will substantially, have a price that one person that Solomon can easily afford on his own? Or do we just have to stick with what we've been presented?
Are you lawyer?
No.
I love the way you do your question. In other words, the one we have now, can we go to another quote that will be less expensive? Is that do we know anybody in this group know anybody at all other than the amount that Tunis presented that can do the website for at a way lesser price? That's the question Mr. Sibley is asking.
Yeah, but Mr. President.
Yes.
Tunis is on a line. He's our technical person right now. So we are asking him directly now, is there a way that we can have reduction? If this have to be done, is there a way that we can have reduction in the price?
I think so, but the point here is I don't want to keep going back to where my people, and then at the end of the day, you ain't got nothing. You say we're not going to do it. Because right now we are skeptical whether we should do this or we should not do this. And this website business been on for more than 4 months now. When they first told me, I discussed it with my people, and they say it's okay. And then we brought it back. Recently, I was sitting and the president called me and brought it back again, said, we are ready, blah, blah. Then I talked to them again. And then we come back again, I go back again to negotiate again for us to bring the price down. Then I come back and say, oh, we are not ready yet. Got to ask yourself if you're ready and whatever you're putting together is set, then give me the go ahead, let me go back to them. But I don't want to go back and say, okay, then I need a price reduction, and then they bring it down, come again.
Okay, so when you say we, that include you?
Yes, we.
Okay.
Myself, all of us.
So is there, okay, we talk about $600.
Right.
As you know, right now we're struggling to get our player salaries. I mean, it's a good idea to have the website based on the benefits that we're gonna get, meaning like the 501c. Somebody just mentioned, I don't know whether it was you or Grace, that we need to, or it was you, that we need to have a website and not a social media site. If we can get some kind of reduction, you said something about $600.
Yeah, but there's certain thing there's no reduction on it, because that GoDaddy himself, the one that charging that, which is like the domain name, it can be deducted, and the web hosting, it cannot be deducted.
Okay, I don't want to prolong my questions, but what area, since you are in that field and you are going to be the one that will be talking to negotiate on our behalf, what area of the whole budget that you think can be negotiated?
One second, Tunis. One second. So I think there's a down payment, if I'm not mistaken, right, Tunis? I don't know whether we pay.
Mr. Donny, I just asked Tony a question. Can he answer that first before we come to the down payment?
All right, go on.
The area is to build the website. That's where the deduction can come. Okay,
and that is how much?
I don't know. I have to go back and I'll call the president, let him know.
Okay.
I can't say from here. If I say it may not work, I'm the one that just talking, but I got someone behind my back that I can discuss.
I think you did say that we can waive we can remove the maintenance.
The maintenance.
The maintenance, okay.
Right.
What was the amount?
$250.
Okay, that can be, because you are here, so you can do it. You can do that for us. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Now I'm not going to do it free either. I'm going to do it. Then sometime my due can be deducted.
Yeah. Sure. Oh, no. Yeah. We'll put extra your due. We'll make a note to it.
Exactly.
Website obligation.
Exactly.
No problem. We can do that.
All right. Thank you, Anna. But another question I wanted to, I was trying to ask Tunis too, is that of the $600, we don't pay the $600 right away. We pay a down payment, right?
Yeah, you pay half of it.
Okay. So it's not the $600 is not going to come out of our pocket. We pay $300, and then the process starts. When it starts,
whatever the price will be, you just pay half. We $600 one now, but they're asking for deduction, so I have to go back and talk to my people, and whatever I bring up, that's half of that.
No, the reason I'm saying this is that I just want for everybody to know that $600 plus the maintenance fee and everything is not going to come out of our pocket now. We pay a down payment, and then we send the information to the publishing company. Once they know that this process is in flight, right, we'll get all the information we need. So we don't pay everything ASAP. That's all I wanted for everybody to know.
And the one thing that you ain't talk about is the domain name. You need to find the name that you really want, because what I put there tentatively was invisible11.org or .com. Both were there, but I don't know if that's what you want. So you need to, we need to look for the appropriate name that you want on the website, or the website to carry.
Can we add the Majestic in there too?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I want to put that there to see if it was there. Let me see. You just text me the name that you want, and we'll look for it on Google, whether it's available in .org, and which one we want. We want both, or we want .org or .com or .net or whatever.
Okay, can I interject here for a second? Just sorry, Bernice. So that we make sure we eat, the same rice bowl, so to speak. I know there's a gentleman called Vivian Jones. Actually, he has a couple of companies, one being IT company. He also suggested that he was going to put up a website for IE. Now, if we do our website here, it's going to comprise everything here, activities here, and in Liberia as well? If yes, why don't the two groups be together here? I'm just curious, because Vivian was very adamant on doing this some time ago when we started, but I don't hear about it anymore. Maybe he doesn't want to do it anymore, he has forgotten it, or he just hasn't started. Because I know he started a page that I looked at before, but he stopped. So before we start going forward with this, we don't want to create ours, and then all of a sudden they get one on the other side. So, Mr. President, if you can, let that be one of the investigations we try to do to make sure we get this together. I just thought about it.
Can I come in, please? Can I come in?
Yes, your hand is up.
And to piggyback on what Mr. Sipley is saying, if Mr. President, if you record when we had our meeting with the president side, Joseph, he talks about that. He talked about that, and he told us they were going to do a website. So again, I come right back to what Michael Willis said and what I said. All what we're doing, we need to go to the home base.
Yep.
We need to get this information from the home base before we start looking for money. Well, we can't afford. We need to go. If the people in Liberia are going to do that, going to do the website, then like Tony said, we can add our need to, maybe we can give them information, but we need to go to the home base before we can do anything, because they have to give us the authorization. All this thing we're doing, we're talking, going from place to place, at the end of the day, before we do anything, they have to approve of it. They have to say yes. So while Tony is going to look into what we asking him to do, Solomon, you need to get on board. And when I say get on board, I mean calling Mabu. You need to call up the chairman of the board. Like we said, we've been trying to call meeting, and let's call meeting and get this information out there. And so we'll be able to come back and bring it to this chat room and let them know what's going on.
Yeah.
Nobody hand up.
All right.
I think it's time to end the meeting now.
No, actually, we're just about to end this topic. Just so we encapsulate exactly what we agree upon without voting, that we'll reach out to our home base so that we all can be on the same page regarding the website and the trademark and the building of the trademark before it can be concluded. So I will call the president so that we all will discuss this. And then the website, Vivian has, Mr. Sibley said, I even forgot about that. Vivian did want to build a website and asking us to do this. So all we're going to do is incorporate Vivian within this website. What we agree upon prior to this date is that the union build their website, and then it's like when you log into the union website, you can always go to IE Liberia. If you log onto the IE website in Liberia, you can always go to the union. So those kind of things can happen. So I'll call Vivian too. Then we can move on from there. But in the meantime, Tunis is going to go back to give us a reduction within the price of the website. At the same token, we must be aware that we don't need all the money ASAP. We can do a down payment, and then the process can start. All right? Which we will discuss in our next meeting. Have you concluded this topic? Yes. All right. Having said that, we go to all business. We have our anyway. All business. Who has anything to say regarding all business? What do we do unfinished business? Hello.
We are here. I think we are exhausted. So okay, we got two hands up. We got Bernice and Edwin. Bernice first.
Yeah, the whole business, we come back to this. Sorry. We come back to this salary, the player salary. The month of November. Hold on. The month of November, we decided that we're going to be collecting about half of that, or half of the money, which was $1,700. Last month we came up with $900. We are here again this month in December, and I don't know what's going on. We need to make up our mind. We here talking about collecting money to pay for this and pay for that. And we told to be looking for $1,700, $1,750. I mean, and some people just decided that I would come to the meeting, I would do the talking, but I will not do the walking, I will not do the paying. I mean, we can't come here every Monday night, sit here and talk for 2-3 hours. Then when it comes to pay money for IE, then we sit down and don't want to do nothing, but we want to talk. It may come to the point now I'm getting sick and tired. If Marco will have come in today, I really didn't want to come to this meeting to tell you the truth. You know, I always be the first on this online, and I'll be calling people. I really didn't want to come here today. I am sick and tired of coming here every Monday for the same old thing, the same old argument. We don't go nowhere. We argue over everything. The bottom line is IE. We can't afford to come up with $1,700 to pay the salary, but we want to sit here every day and talk. I'm getting sick and tired. And if we get this I told Anna Willer, and I'm seeing it here to the group, I will look at the chat room to see the payment, how the payment will go this month. If the payment don't go the way it's supposed to go, my people, I am sorry. I'm out. I am out. I will send my money on the other side and let it be there because I know it will be paid. This is enough. It's enough. I'm tired. I can't do this no more because we keep beating a dead horse. You can't keep beating the dead horse. It's enough. We either going to step to the plate, put on our big boys pants and panties, and pay this $1,750 every month. We got to try. We have to pay this money. Then we can sit here and talk because we pay the money, then we got the right to talk. You don't pay money, don't say crap. That's all I got to say. That's my own business.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. We got Edwin. Edwin hand is up. And after Edwin, my hand is up.
Solomon, I know the last time I'm still waiting here for the final report from this August 28th program from the day though. So we haven't forgotten about it yet. Okay.
Okay. I think the financial secretary posted. All right. Thank you. Anybody else?
Yeah, my hand is up. I just want to say, Bernice, you're right of what you just said. You're right about what you just said, but I beg of you, I know how it is when you think something is failed and it's not, we are not failing. We just, you have to put the effort in it. You're doing the best you can do. Don't drop off because we are not paying much attention to some of the contribution. Keep on trying. Keep on encouraging us. Sometimes don't only encourage us. Don't only encourage us here in this meeting. You can sometimes call us one at a time. You know, dropping off, it won't solve this problem. You know, because we are here because of IE, the love we have for IE. And thank God, some of us are among you people. Every one of you are beautiful people. Whatever you're putting together is not just going to stay here today. There's a family we're building. You know, look at it that way. Some of us will be a little bit reluctant to put our 1 cent in there, but keep encouraging us. As long as we come here, that's part of the encouragement and the effort we're making. So I beg of you, sometimes I know you're looking at it from a female point of view, but change it from that. And you, our prayer warrior, you can't just abruptly just drop it. I believe we'll succeed, believe me. Because myself, I had to pay money in contribution, but sometimes I can squeeze and pay here because of the love and the kind of people I'm with. I like to stand up too, so that I can just come and talk and do that. And what they call, well, I beg of you, just come down a little bit. Things will change gradually. Will change. We
You got
didn't
talk.
start like this. Yeah,
I see you got talk, twins.
that's how life is. And
Thank you, Anthony Umarafu.
everybody not the same. I know how you're taking IE. I know
Also,
how you want
Mr.
everybody to be.
Mr. Tunis, you're giving people time, but you're taking too much time.
Okay, I'm
What Bernice is saying, I concur with her. There is no reason why others have to always contribute towards the betterment of the team back home, and others just sit back, don't even pay their local meeting dues or contribute towards anything. And then when we come to conference, we'll come to meeting, they are the first that have ideas. They are the one that have all the ideas. They are the one that do most of the talking. That's not fair.
But why don't
That
you
is not.
pinpoint to them? Tell
One at a time. One at a
Hello, let
time,
me
please.
talk. I'm not done yet. It happens all the time. This is an ongoing thing. All the time. So what do? We put the money somewhere that we know that others are contributing, others are willing to contribute, and will contribute towards that, and it will go to the right place, to the players. Because in this union, it's just 1 or 2 people are sacrificing to do it. Nobody else is doing it, and that's not right. That is not right. I can't sit there and say, I pay for my whole year, yet I'm still contributing and others are not doing it.
When
That
it
is
comes
not
to
right.
leave the line.
That is not right. We come to this meeting every week. We talk about it, and yet nothing is happening.
We got a couple other people.
But then, oh, the union does not have money to do things. We are the union. We have to contribute. Until the project is put out there, well, thank God COVID is over now. So we can try to get together or do some raffle sale just to generate some funds. But then we're not even doing anything. But we have the team back home to still support. And nobody is doing it. Nobody is doing just selective people doing it. And that's wrong. That's not how you run an organization.
One at a time, everyone play. Let Anna lead.
Give it a t-shirt. T-shirt, if we a photo, come on, they couldn't buy it.
We got
I'm done.
We got some hands up. All right. We got Ben Kessley and Slippery hands up. Ben, you first.
Mr. President.
Yes.
Since I've been with this union, I have noticed that we are either 11 or 15 on the conference call. And when you check the IE union, you have more people in the chat room and other people who are members of the union. I don't know why. The same old people will come to this union meeting every Monday, and we're not getting the number that we need to be able to run this union. Is that a reason why? Or do we have to reach out? If so, can we put a team together that can reach out to the union members around the United States to see how best we all can come, put hands around each other, and support this team? I told the damn man on a conference and you shouting like that. I'm sorry, my people. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Yeah.
And yeah, the point I was making, and see how best we can reach out to the union members in the United States and come together as a team and be able to support our darling club. The 11 person on this conference every Monday, we are just not making it. We can call it every month. Okay, even if I say I will step up and increase my contribution to $200, Edwin $200, Shipley and Webb $200-300, the president $300, we still will not come up with 1,007. We are only 11 members on this conference every night or every Monday night. So for me, one way we can boost this union is to reach out. Mr. President, if it's possible to put a team on and ready to work for IE, we'll give her the list of people who can reach out to people. Please, this is my humble appeal to this body tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. We got
one second, everyone, before everybody goes. And I was going to bring this up in new business. I got a recommendation from prominent members within this country regarding the union of IE. We are seeking chapters to contribute to this union. Their suggestion was, can we have individuals join the union as opposed to chapters? So what BN is saying, it was, let's say we put a team together and they reach out to individuals as opposed to reaching out to chapter within a state. So if BN and his committee can reach out to 200 members within this country, they are automatically part of the union instead of being a part of the chapter. So that was a suggestion that was made to me, which I was going to bring up in new business. At the same time, if we're going to do that, we have to amend the Constitution. But I think being question is warranted, to be very candid tonight. And we have been doing this for the past 2 years now. Even before the concerned group came in, it was always being, to be very honest, it was always the same number of people that come to the meeting. So BN's question should be taken into serious consideration.
And they all don't contribute.
Yeah, we have to take this into consideration. On that note, Mr. BN, Mr. Kesley, since you brought the idea, you're going to be part of that committee, and that is dear to my heart. If we can get a committee together, an outreach committee together to reach out to members, Liberians within this country, to come to this unit meeting and be a part of it, because there are people eager to be a part of an organized group.
I thought
Mr. Kesley, your question, your answer is yes, it's possible and it should be done, and it will be done by a committee. If you accept without any objection, you can be the chairperson of that committee. And I think that has to really has to be done, because I too am fed up with just a few people coming to this meeting every Monday, and we can that means that we can never get the kind of money we want, and we need money to operate, right? If you want to be a part of that committee, all you have to do call BM and be a part of it. 5-man committee is good enough. We don't need so many people to be a part of that committee. I don't have anybody in mind right away, but I know for sure BM is very, very willing to do this. So thank you, Mr. Kesley.
Thank you, and I accept with honor, and I will ask if Anna and Bernice can work with me as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's
So
no
that's 3. We need 2 more people. A 5-man committee is enough. We need 2 more people who can volunteer. If you know anybody else, Mr. Kesley. So and another note too, it might be a good idea to include another man with you.
In due course, we'll include them. I'm looking at including the chairman of the board.
I think Martha would like to be part of it.
Mr. Singbe will mind the chairman of the board.
Mr. Marco Ray. Mr. Marco Ray.
We stay in the meeting. There are other people hands up.
Oh,
So can we recognize them?
sorry.
We got Sipley hand is up, and his wife.
Who you encouraging the board to be able to appeal or?
Okay, Edwin.
I'm sorry. I was told.
First and foremost, let me thank Tunis for his conciliatory speech, if I can say that. Even though he was rebutted by Anna in the same manner with Bernice, but points were well taken as well. And again, praises go to being, I think, being that same thing, give me that he this way make you smarter. So I think I need some more. But thank you, Ben, for stating this. I've been thinking though. Everybody's saying that from time immemorial, it's been the same thing. There's a certain group of us, or people rather, who will make this contribution, and others will come and don't make the contributions, but make the loudest noise that somebody is seen with it. Maybe I'm just thinking, maybe those people, we need to ask them, Mr. President, you need to corner them or invite them somehow, maybe to get some kind of an idea that will even put most of us that put our opinions into shame. So it would be good, just get those people that don't contribute, don't want to contribute, don't contribute, maybe they want to, maybe get a different way of doing it, for making IE to go forward. Just ask them what, because I don't see a grown man or woman. We all want to be associated with a group, like every one of us here are all IE lovers, but we just want to come and stir up things and don't contribute and don't do the main thing we need to do. Find means to support the team. Whether you had good ideas for programs that will make us spend less, and I see that in the future. One of the things I thought about that I explained to some of the folks that catapulted me into thinking of even running for this board thing was that we would, say, for example, things we did in the old days, even though a lot of people talk against it because it wasn't too fair, the Barra IE game that's been going on. And some people talk about a very big and really nice banquet, black tie thing. Maybe those two events alone could get IE in Liberia ready. And if we paid membership with $10 a month, maybe that all we have to do. Or other better ideas that someone could bring up. So maybe some of the guys have the kind of ideas that are even better. They got millionaire friends they can go to donate for tax write-off. Maybe that's what it is. So, Mr. President, I just urge you to, listen to the voice of Tunis and approach these individuals and see where the mindset is instead of us, saying that I pay all the time, I ain't paying, or they getting paid, and you're making that noise, our vets are leaving this, are going to another place. They're approaching individuals. And the last but not the least, the last thing you guys said, I concur with it. Let's get individuals, those that will say that because they're not part of the a chapter, they feel kind of reluctant to be part of the thing. So I get them. I mean, the more the merrier for me, So, that's again, I can run back to 1 cent. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Sibley. We're going to put our activities of events for this union. We got a little sideline because of the team back home, but thank God everything is in place, even though we need money. But Bien's suggestion of regarding certain individual on that committee, I think is strategic, which I agree with Bien. So those he wanted to include, I think we should let Bien include them. Just like what you're saying, simply, it might be a reason why. You don't know what people are thinking. Maybe they have better ideas and we don't. Or maybe you have an idea that will be profitable to this organization. But you can't, it's never a good idea to abandon any ship. That goes to my sister Bernice. Because there could be light at the end of the tunnel, and just when you abandon, that's when the light comes on. So we have a unique organization. It's worth the effort, despite the reluctance in paying out, but it's very, very worth the effort. So we are on to something. If we can get individual, this was a suggestion that was made to me, if we can get individual to be a part of the union as opposed to chapters, then you can get Liberians within that state who will just on their own be a union member, so that we don't have to wait for a chapter to be organized in Texas before we can have members of that union to become a member of the union. John from Texas can just be a member of the union, and he pays. So that's something that needs to be discussed, because this chapter thing is really, really not working. Really isn't. We got to reconvene and do something about it. But thank you, Bien.
Okay,
Mr. Kezeli?
Mr. President.
I mean, yeah, I said thank you,
Okay.
Mr. President. Thank you.
Having said that, we go to new business.
No, Bernice, my hand still up there.
I'm sorry.
I'll get him back.
Bernice. Yeah, come on. You can come here, Mr. Sibley.
Okay, I listened to what Bien was saying, and the question I want to ask is, when we come to meeting, we realize that we all the same people. So I was under the assumption that the same people that come to the meeting every Monday or every time, where, like, say, the heads of each chapter and the members that they send, the board members that they send, they were the ones that were coming to this meeting. If I'm wrong, let me know, because if that's not the case, then I have not heard and you as a president calling a general meeting because I don't know if this is a general meeting that we have every Monday. I have not heard you calling a general meeting. Well, everybody from all the chapters that's supposed to be at the meeting will come together to hear what the president of the union have to, what the executive have to say. Or because from my idea is that we come to this meeting and get information from this meeting and we take it back to our various chapters. That's the reason why all the members, all our members and stuff are not on this meeting, on the meeting every Monday night. So if I'm getting this thing wrong, then let me know. And if I am getting this thing right, then I come back to what BN was saying. Maybe we need to get away from this chapter stuff and just ask, and maybe we'll go back to the Constitution, because the chapter thing is not working. Let's go to the Constitution, go back to the Constitution and squash that. And let just anybody who want to be a member of the union, let it be a member of the union. And you just come, and everybody come, you pay your due. You come from what state? You come from you can be in England. You want to be a member of the union. When it's a general meeting, you come, and we have one president, and see what we're doing now, and a board. And because now you're telling me you being asking for us to join, and to join him, we are joining him to do what? To get people? Or we joining him because there's nothing we can do just till you change the Constitution? Or we're going to go with a $200 thing and the Constitution like the way we did with the election? Is that what we're going to do now?
Well, yeah. I said that to do that, we needed to amend the Constitution. It says chapter. What I said that there are
so Mr. President, so that means we have to, no, I come in. So that means we have to go through you have to go to the board with this, don't you?
For what? For the
yeah.
No, you don't have to go to no board.
Oh, you don't have to go to the board.
No. You have a constitution committee, like Mr. Sibley, Michael, Dr. Sengbe, and somebody else is on it. What they do, they take the constitution, change it the way we want it, then they bring it back to us. So that can be done. You don't need a board.
Oh, so you get a constitution, you just bring the constitution and they bring it back to you and it'll be done. Nobody will vote on the constitution to approve it.
No, we have the body has to approve it. When the body approve it, then go for final printing. You know what I mean? Okay, let's say we want to change A to B, right? The committee goes and change it from A to B. Then they bring it. Then they read it to us. If we like it the way it is, then we say, okay, now you can go. Then they'll do a final printing and bring it back to us. We will review it and it's okay, then we move on. So
who's the body? When you say
the body is the Constitutional Committee, or the body that we are the body.
Yeah, who?
You,
me. The question I was just asking, because that's the reason why you have the same people that come to the meeting every Monday, because they are representative of various chapters that in this meeting. Because I've been looking at it. That's the reason why.
No, this is a general meeting.
So if there's a general meeting, then everybody's supposed to come to the meeting. Am I right? But then I mean, you don't have everybody that member of the union name supposed to be on the union, in our union chat room, for them to be able to see and come to the meeting, because they don't know about the meeting. A whole lot of them don't know that we have meeting every Monday. So that's the reason they're not coming to the meeting too. Because I got friends that are part of the union. When I talk about it, they're not coming to the meeting because they just see I'm just part of the chapter. I'm not, I'm not on the board. I'm not nothing, so I can't come. I just assume this for it. But if this is a general meeting, then everybody, even if you are now a board member, you're supposed to be at this meeting. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
But then, if that's the case, Mr. President, then you need to put. The union chat room now should have over 100, over 200 people in names in our chat room, and we don't have that.
Well,
so
okay, I know you. I agree, but yes. But remember, if Mr. Sibley, Edwin, Mr. Akwala, if you look in the chat room, I sent a text to you 2 months ago that you are now administrator, so that you have the ability to hire your members. That's why we did that. And I think we talk about this, but maybe there's a misunderstanding regarding miscommunication, but our general meeting is for everyone. Really everyone. If the entire United States can come to our meeting, that would be grateful. We'll be grateful.
Okay.
Yeah, but you, Mr. Sibley is an administrator. Mr. Akwala is an administrator. Mr. Crow is also an administrator. So you can add in our union chat room. You can actually add. If you look in the chat room, you can see that you guys are administrators. So you can do exactly what I do, which I think is fair. This is for us. See that Mr. Akwala, Mr. Crow, and Mr. Sibley. If you go in that chat,
I didn't know that.
Mr.
Thanks for telling me. I didn't see any communication.
I did. I sent a text. Now I sent a text to the four of you, to the three of you. So if you go in that chat room, Mr. Akwala can add members of this chapter, Mr. Crow can add members of this chapter, and Mr. Sibley can add members of this chapter. That way that they all can add, and we have more members. But I think this meeting was worth it. And I like where everyone is going. We really need to do an outreach committee. So this committee tonight, I think will really benefit this organization. There are a lot of people who want to come to this union. So having said that, if there's anything else? Anybody at all? Right.
Mr. President, this is being, are we on other business or new business?
No, we are on new business now.
Okay, I know we talked about this last week regarding IE and Barrow game when it came out. But my concern is that whenever IE plays, we have to be all over the internet looking for results, begging people in Monrovia, personally calling them, especially Joe Akwe, Edwin, and I, trying to get a result of IE game. I think it's just wrong. You on the board, and I'm sure other board members are in here, you guys need to talk to the people in Monrovia. Even if it be IE 10-0, let it get updated chat room. Because a lot of us are concerned about IE game. When IE playing, we're all trying to find IE game. People on the field, they read the chat room, they refuse to update the chat room of IE game. For me, it's just wrong. So, Mr. President, I'm appealing to you and other members of the administration in Monrovia to just at least update the chat room with IE games. Please. Thank you.
Yeah, I too worry. I agree. I don't like that. I don't like that. We pay too much money not to be updated on the day of the game. I don't have anything to say. Just our apology for all of that. I really have to talk to Edwin. To Eric and Kariatu. They are the one on the field all the time. I talked to the president. He said it's to publicize the game, to televise the game, it's $500 every game. If we got to go through Spoon TV. But I think there are many ways to do this. What I wanted to suggest is that Tunis brought the suggestion. Every game we pay for somebody's data, minimum of $25. They can use their phone and actually update us. I think there's something we need to look into. I will go back to Tunis to do this for us. I don't mind at all that for that to be taken care of. But Bien, you are right. You need updated information on the day of the game.
And Mr. President, and I can support you in that direction. Once you all can identify the person and give the number, I too can be able to help with data in Monrovia. I will support you towards that. Yes, sir.
Mr. Dooney, I watched almost the entire game, the second half especially, through a LFA website that comes through, I think, FIFA. And it was, I think they used a drone. They used drone to show that game. And I watched it. Joseph Akwe sent me that site.
Yeah, he sent it to me too, but it was like during almost the end of the second half.
Yeah,
we'll be searching for the game all day, calling, putting messages in the chat room. Nobody will just answer us, and it will be right there on the feed. reading the chat room. Because when they read the chat room, I know they read. Once you post in there, they read it. I know who have read it. But so just answer us. It's just wrong.
If we join again, don't answer you.
The thing is, when you get that link, just send it to me and I will put it in the Zoom. Everyone come in the Zoom and watch a game there.
I said, bien on here, I will be like, bro, for the next 4 months. Just send it 25 out of me. I will give you all the information every time they play.
Just give me your Lone Star or whatever number.
You
I
on
will give that data.
I give it to you.
I will give you the data, Mama.
You.
I will give you
every one of the
I
game.
will give you the data. Trust me, I will do it.
Not
I
do it.
love IE to the core. I will do anything to get IE result.
Solomon Tony, can you please tell Edwin Crum I was in like bro lies said that what we're doing? Please tell him.
Yeah, but Brenita, I was always on your live. You remember?
Okay, so I'm the one Edwin Crum talking about.
Mr. President. Mr. President.
Okay, I'll go to bed.
Yeah.
Mr. President.
Yes. Mr. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get a little organized.
It's 10:30. Some of us gotta wake up early.
Yeah.
I don't know, Edwin, your hand being up. You still want to say something?
Go sit down, man. Let everyone rest.
I think I'm mistake. All
right,
you better put my hand up.
By the way, what did you like to answer? I thought Edwin asking a question. What happened?
I didn't ask no question.
You asked question about the report.
I see people that I report here.
All right. So we have
Mr. President, don't just Edwin asked a question, you want to get back to him. So what's the answer?
Edwin, I'll be honest with you. Can you repeat your question again?
I said the report for August 27 or 28.
Yes. And I was about to say, I got a call from Mr. Brandon regarding the balance of the before we do an audit. Mr. Brandon forward an amount to our financial secretary from the program we had in New Jersey, which
was posted.
It was posted.
$209.
How much?
$209. It was posted. That was added to the 1030 that the social director gave before. So that's 1030 plus $209.
That's all Mr. Brandon sent to you.
I'm sorry?
I said that was all Mr. Brandon sent to you.
$209, and I posted it in the chat room along with cover $3, along with cover Masekwe $3 for the color, Mr. Cover Akawala $20. It's all posted in the chat room.
Okay. All right. And Mr. Crow, you want the final report?
I asked for audit. I did.
All right. I will appoint a 3-man committee for the audit, which I think we can just so that the committee can go ahead and review the document that was sent and then come back to us with the report. So tonight, I think it's necessary I appoint a committee. No. Are you ready? Because it's long overdue. We have to resolve this coming next meeting, guys. Very long overdue. I will appoint a committee. I don't know anybody offhand right now. I'm thinking who else can appoint to that committee. Any suggestion? Everybody's sleeping?
Solomon, you can't do a suggestion. You got Bien Castle here, who the accounting person. So you got Bien and ask Bien to find 2 other people to join him to do the audit.
That's a judgment. Mr. Kessley, are you willing?
What kind of audit are you talking about? I'm sorry. Audit of what?
That's why I went up. I don't think that we have to explain that to BN. We had a program.
No audit of what? I didn't come to the program. Or the program you have, you want to audit the expenditure?
That's it.
Okay. How much are you all going to pay for this?
The amount is free. It's priceless.
Okay, so who are we auditing? The financial secretary?
No, we are auditing the committee that
the committee that did the work.
Right.
Okay.
And they put a document together which it can be sent to you, and then you and your committee go over it and see whether everything that was spent equates to the amount that was given.
Okay, so now I would need a communication to empower me and the committee, and then you give us the term of reference of what you want. I have no problem. I can do that work.
Thank you.
But I don't just that holiday time now, right? So you have to give at least after the holiday.
All right.
So do a formal communication, appoint the committee, and then give us the term of reference of what you want, and then ask the people to give us their fullest cooperation.
Okay. So you are the chairman. You have liberty of appointing your members.
Okay, I will do that once I receive the communication.
So it's free will. I don't have to add people to that committee. All you can do now is say, John, can you be a part of my committee? If they say yes, it's a good idea. 3 people max. Usually, it's a good idea with such a committee.
Okay, but the committee that did the work, we don't want to appoint the same people since I don't know those committee members. You need to tell me who are those on that committee. Then I can be able to say, okay, I work with people that were not on that committee.
Okay.
Mr. President, can I ask a question?
Sure.
I want to find out is it wrong that people who inactive among us here in paying dues and all of that, if they are among us here, to bring it to their attention instead of just come and throw things out there indirectly, and we don't know who things are going to. That's how I think it's something that I see we need to bring these people out. If they are among us and we allow them to say anything they want to say, even if it's me, that I'm a little bit reluctant of paying my due or pay any contribution, and I'm here running my mouth. I think we need to bring me out and let me know exactly my obligation.
I can tell you right now, I'm not going to hold back. Mr. Singbe is one. Mr. Clark is one. The secretary for the union is one. Have not local dues or any dues, period. Besides the one that Mr. Brandy paid at that time. And we're talking about, I think it was the whatever. But they don't pay. They do not contribute. And these are officials. I'm only saying it because I'm the financial person, and I know who pay and who does not pay. They do not contribute.
Who are those once more?
Again, I'm going to name is the chairman of the board.
Name, please.
Hold on. Mr. Sigma, I'm not giving no title. Mr. Sigma, Ms. Grace Natty, Mr. Philip Clark, These are officials of the union that do not contribute. Besides the trademark, everything else, no contribution. And the trademark, we did not say anything to Mr. Philip Clark because the amount that was charged, he paid half of that. That's all we're told. And the union pay half. But other than that, there is no contribution from any of them towards anything that we are doing.
Can I come in, Tunis?
Yes,
This is Grace.
yes, you can.
I was speaking to Tunis. Can I
Yes,
come
you
in?
can.
Well,
Yes, you
So I
can.
just want to make a point of correction here.
Hold up,
Back
sir.
in May, we were collecting
Hold on,
money for the coach in Liberia. Is that correct, Solomon?
Can I finish? If you're not talking to me, then let me finish. Then you can come in. The only contribution from Grace Natty was when we were collecting and she asked Otello Brandy to pay for her. That was it. There was no other contribution. There was no contribution from Bose Singbe besides the $200 were contributed towards the trademark and the the other way around, $100. And that was it. Everything else, what we're going through right now with player salaries and whatnot, no contribution, no local dues. When I said no local dues, I'm referring to Grace because she's a local chapter. She's a local member of the Jersey chapter. Une Twins and Emmanuel Kanakai, they do not live here, but they contribute. But Grace does not, and she's a secretary. She's an official of the union.
Are you done?
Grace, I'm not
are
done.
you
I'm
done?
still talking. I'm still talking. You wait till I finish. When I'm done, I will say I'm done. So the person that asked the question, who are those that are not contributing? Right now, the officials that I know that are not contributing are the secretary, the thing there. I'm not giving no title. And Mr. Philip Clark. Now, Grace, you can come here if you want to.
Solomon, when did we collect money for the coach in Liberia? Was it the month of May or June?
Well, coach.
When did we collect the money for the coach in Liberia, Solomon?
Anyway,
You have to refresh our memory, Grace. What coach?
If you remember, we had an emergency meeting back in May, if I'm not mistaken, May or June. We needed money for the coach. I believe either the coach or the players, one of the two. And we were taxing each other $50, and I made $50. So when it comes to that contribution, I made that. When it came to the family reunion, I made that. Yes, I have not paid my dues, which is a local matter. It's not a union matter. So to come on this call, I understand Tunis wanted to know. You got dues or roster, and I know where I put my money. If I didn't pay my dues, this is not due meeting. This is not local chapter meeting.
I recall you paying, Grace.
So I am speaking. I have the floor. You had your chance.
Go ahead, Mom.
All right. So when it comes to making contribution, they seen Bayon Kesselly sitting there looking for money for player salary. He did not contribute towards the family reunion. Nowhere on earth was he obligated to do that. He could have if he wanted to. He chose not to. So when it comes to making contribution, I think we all put our money where we want to put it. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Oh, okay. Mr. President, you've heard your secretary. She does not have to put her money into
I'm sure he understands English, which I spoke.
Hey, I didn't say
you don't need to interpret. You don't need to interpret.
Don't try me this evening.
Interpret.
I'm going to mute both of you now if you don't stop it, please.
Thank you.
Please.
This is BN. Can I speak? please.
Let it,
Just for
let
30
it,
seconds.
one second, Mr. BM, please. Let the president come in.
I think the question on the floor is continuous contribution to the effort of the team back home. I know it's voluntary contribution, but we have to understand that if you want to be a part of a group or any organization, there's always an expense that's come with it, and you have to be willing. You don't expect us to come to you every month when you take pay and we know things are wrong to say, oh, my man, pay all my, pay this money now. Like, we don't have to come to you. It's something that should be automatic. If it doesn't happen some month, maybe, we know hardship comes in. But that it doesn't require us coming to everyone to remind them. We shouldn't even discuss this in meeting regarding the payments. All we can do is make reports, and those that did not pay know already what it's supposed to do. I think moving forward, that's how it's supposed to be. Coming to meeting and discussing who did not pay is embarrassing, because it's something that should be automatic. We're all wrong. Either you do it or you
not
don't do
only
it.
is it embarrassing, but it's very childish and unprofessional.
Please,
No.
please.
Grace, I wasn't talking to you.
Please, guys, please, let the president on the floor, please, you hold your heart. Yeah, please hold your heart, please. We beg of you. She will keep quiet, please.
It's embarrassing to remind every one of us, those that have not been contributing, to contribute. If you can't, then you should let us know that, I'm not working, or I can't do this, I can't afford it. At least we know. But please, we should not remind people we agree to this. This union is a part of the team back home. It is part of our responsibility. I think we should. Okay.
We got two people hands up. Mr. Kessley and Mr. Weird hands up. Mr. Kessley, you go first.
Thank you, my brother. Mr. President, I heard my name being called that I do selective payment.
No.
And yes, that I did not contribute towards the program that you all have. And I hate to do this, but upon anything in this world, I went to Liberia. It was just unfortunate as overstay my time. Everyone is on this line. Some of you on the line saw posting on Facebook. I stayed 3 months in Liberia. And unfortunately, my older brother who introduced me to IE while in Liberia, he died. I think I posted the tribute that I paid to him in the chat rooms.
Yes.
Then my aunt died. My father, only sister, surviving sister, died. When I buried my aunt, I was on the plane the next day. When I came back, I did not know my brother and friend Edwin Kura and others had planned this program for IE. I only saw Edwin. I think Edwin had gone to take his son, and the next thing I saw Moses and other people in IE t-shirt, you all having a nice time in Jersey, and I got so angry with Edwin. And Edwin apologized to me. Why would I do that? Why would I be a part of an organization and don't want to support it? But tonight, I just want to say, whatever you all pay, if you can tell me tonight, I will make my contribution towards that program. Under no condition, I'll be selective. I won't do that to IE. So if you all feel that way, I am so sorry. But it was not intentional. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. We got William hands up.
Yeah, go on.
Michael,
Thank you, Mr. Kessley.
Michael, unmute yourself.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I think, Mr. President, you need to take control of the meeting. I think we're going too childish and petty in meetings like this to be personally attacking people. I think we should be professional when we're conducting these meetings, and instead of making it personal. There's no need for Mr. Kessley name, for Grace name, for Sengbe name, for Michael Red name to come out who made contribution, who didn't make contribution. There are people who make contribution and never want their names to go up. There are people who have made contribution, who continue to make contribution, and you will never see their name up there. I think when it comes to that, we should be professional and we should be realistic. This is human behavior. There will be people who will not pay taxes, but will criticize every government.
Thank God.
There will be people who will not pay taxes, but they criticize every government that takes power, that gets into power. And there will be people who pay taxes and never say nothing. Whatever comes their way is okay. I think we should understand that's how human beings behave. That's human behavior. And we should just find a way on how do we encourage those that are not paying to pay, and how do we encourage those that are paying to continue to pay. I think that's the strategy we should try to figure out. If personal contribution is not making it, maybe some people here got other ways of organizing fundraising events. My chapter is one of those. We found out that we were asking for voluntary contribution to meet our obligation to the 200 to the 2 players in Liberia. Few people did. We came up with another thing yesterday from our meeting. You know what? We'll have a raffle, a Christmas raffle. A raffle where we'll buy a bunch of $1, $2, give 50 cents, give and wrap it up nicely and put it on the table. But when you come to our Christmas party, you will pay $1. You have to buy a ticket and you go to the table and take a gift. If the $2 a pencil in there is for you, that's what you pick. And whatever generated from there will supplement our contribution towards Liberia. I think we should come up with strategy instead of pointing finger at people.
Thank you, Michael.
And that's my thing.
Please, y'all put your hand up before talking or speaking. Please respect the meeting. You know, when you do this, you bring in a little bit of tension in the meeting.
Well, you didn't start from the beginning.
No, please. If you do that, I'm going to mute you. I don't want to mute anybody just like that. So you respect it with all due respect. Please.
When some people respect themselves, that's what happens.
Oh, Lord.
Please, Secretary, with all due respect, you are a lady. Don't go too far with this. We are not forcing here. We're trying to meet a goal. That's all we're doing here. Sometimes we'll go a little bit hard, but let's control ourselves, please. Thank you. Anna hand is up. Anna, go ahead.
There was no name called intentionally. The reason why names were called because the question was asked, actually was said by Tunis. Instead of generalizing to say others are doing it and some are not doing it, why don't you just call out the names of those who are not doing it? That's why the name were called. I didn't just sit here and call names. I said before, others are contributing and others are not. And then the question came up, if others are not, why don't you point them out instead of just saying others are and some are not? That's why the names were called.
That's so true. Thank you so much. Thank you for ratifying that. Thank you so much. I think we have Edwin hand is up. Edwin.
No. I just want to repeat what you just said, so I'm not going to hold on to it. Because
next time you put your hand up again before I lower it down, you will pay fine. All right, nobody hand up right now.
All right. I think we have concluded, but I have to say something before we conclude.
Edwin, put your hand up again.
No, a mistake. I'm not going to put my hand down.
I put it down before. I put it down. I ain't put it up again. Okay.
Tony is a BBC, born before computer.
Don't worry about it. Let the president go ahead, please.
We are obligated to come to this meeting because we love IE. But you have to put your egos in your pocket. And we have to disagree to agree.
Mhm.
I urge everyone when you leave this meeting tonight. I mean, I say that every time, but a lot of people just still do it. After the meeting, do not take what was discussed home to heart. If you do, we can never come up with the same group.
No, don't take
Because
it.
you don't expect everyone to think like you. We all have a different genetic background, genetic makeup. So their way of thinking may not be your way of thinking. So when we come to this meeting, you expect this. Okay? Don't take it home. Next time we meet, we come here with a fresh way of thinking, with everything we discussed tonight, and we'll move on. But remember, we have an entity to support.
Mm,
An entity to support.
mm,
We are at a point of no return. We obligated ourselves to this organization. They have due, they have expense that has to be taken care of, whether you want to or not. If you don't want to, you just tell everyone that you can afford it now. That's just how life is.
mm.
But we have to support the organization back home. Having said that, Mr. Kessler, you have two obligations, and actually we thank you tonight. One committee is an outreach committee. It's a marvelous committee. I'm happy we came up with that committee. After tonight, our administration will meet to put a plan of action together. I think it's about time COVID, but the silly COVID is coming again. We have to put a plan of action together regarding our activities in 2022. We are in December, so Christmas activities is not possible. Just too short for that. But next year, starting January, we have to put our activities together on what we plan to do and how we plan to generate money for this organization. Mr. Sibley actually alluded to that. So that will be done. I look forward to calling my administration so we can put a plan of action together and present it to the board of directors. So having said that, I think we have concluded. If there's no other objection, no other matters to discuss, I will obtain a motion. So we can
Mr.
close
President, before we get a motion, this is BN, please.
Yes, Mr. Kessler.
Okay, good.
Mr. BN, I'm going to fine you if you don't put your hand up before.
My hand is up. My hand is up,
Go
Mr.
ahead.
Parliamentarian.
Go
Mr.
ahead.
President, I listened to you all, and the idea started coming that we did in there were old timer, and tonight I want to. My brother Edwin Cry is going to support this. Edwin and we are going to get a round trip ticket to Liberia, and the IE group tonight, we are going to do a raffle ticket for just $1, and I want us to do this raffle for 6 months, and I want us to promote it in Liberia and in the United States. It's just $1 for ticket. My brother and Edwin and I will buy that round trip ticket to Liberia, and we'll do a raffle draw. Edwin, you will support me. I'm not talking because I want to talk here. You will support me. You and I will buy the ticket.
And then other projects.
Edwin, that's why we say raffle draw. People will buy tickets. The raffle draw. All we're doing now, Edwin, is to buy the ticket. Buy the round trip ticket to Liberia. Edwin, let's do it. We can do it for IE. And then we'll do the raffle draw, $1 for ticket. We'll do the raffle draw for 6 months and raise money for IE. Mr. President, this is
good idea.
They will not be open for
Edwin will do it. This is my commitment to IE. Mr. President, before we adjourn tonight, this is my commitment. My brother Edwin Crow and I will buy the round trip ticket, and we'll go to a raffle draw, $1 or $2 per ticket. You set up your committee beginning next meeting so we can start a raffle draw as soon as possible. It's a commitment. All proceeds will go towards IE.
Mr.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
One second.
Before you end,
Wait,
no, before you
wait,
end, since
wait,
you got me involved.
we got hands up. You need to put your hand up before you say
One
something.
second.
Please.
Yeah, I think Mr. Kessley's suggestion came at the end of the meeting. So let's get one thing clear very quickly. Since you brought up the idea, just give us something on paper how this will be done. That way we can a fundraiser for any organization. It doesn't even require that much vote. It's a good idea, brilliant idea. It makes money for IE. Just let us know exactly how you plan. As long as within the confines of the organization, we're fine. We're good to go. I think it's a good idea.
Okay, Mr. Tony.
Hold on, please. Please, with all due respect, please. We got a couple other people hands up before this. We got Sipley and we got Bernice hand up. So Sipley going first.
Well, let Bernice to go first.
Mr. Tony.
No, you're here first. Go first.
Mr. Tony.
Yes.
Let me go because I gotta do
No, Edwin.
because PM myself will be purchasing the ticket.
Yeah, but still, let us talk first.
I have to agree with you purchasing the ticket.
I'm going to mute everybody now before you guys are not listening.
Okay, nothing again.
Okay, then simply you go first.
Well, I mean, this is a very important topic. What I want to say is of importance to me, but unless the particular topic that's going on, is exhausted, then I can say what I want to say.
Okay, then Bernice, you go. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, since PBN, that's a very good idea you brought up, but instead of us doing it for $1, I think we should do it for $5, because for somebody to get a round trip ticket to Liberia and back for $5, you can't beat that. People will buy it. We shouldn't go with $1. That's just my suggestion. We should do $5 ticket, round trip ticket to Liberia. That's all.
All right, thank you, Edwin.
Yeah, we'll have restriction to the travel. It will not be because Bernice, we're not going to buy ticket round trip for you for Bernice to Liberia on Christmas. It will be restriction.
Wait.
It will be. Let me finish. I'm not finished. It's no travel in December. They don't travel in November to December. We travel from January to October. That's the restriction. So Bernice, don't think we'll come to buy ticket for the whole Liberia next year.
So Edwin, thank you from your mouth to God's ear. So if you didn't tell him this, I will win that ticket. Okay, no problem.
We're going to the last person, which is Simply, okay.
Okay. If all this has been discussed and done with, I just want to announce here that my chamo that I had, years ago, Monday is going to be 30 years since we got married, and I just want to let you guys know to pray for us that we extend it to another 30 years. Thank you.
Thank you, and please change the color of your hand because it's black and you got a black background.
30 years and I'm Monday, 30 years.
Wow, congratulations. Wow.
Simply, married to one woman 30 years?
Just shut up.
Congratulations, guys. It's wonderful.
All right. Yeah, thank you. So, Mr. Kessley.
Yes, sir.
You have to give us when they or do you want to wait until next meeting to let us know when you guys plan for the raffle to start?
We can do it July 26th.
Mr. President, can I come in?
Yes.
Instead of $1 and $5, make it $20 a book.
No, Anna. The lower the money is, that the faster people buy.
You say a book. You didn't say a ticket.
Oh, okay.
But how many in a book? How many tickets in a book?
It could be 10 or 20 in a book.
Yeah,
no, you won't do that. But if you're going to do it, we want to for $5, I need 5 tickets in the book for 20 bucks. Finish.
No, I mean, I think let us say $1, like he
No,
himself.
man,
Let me just say something. Then
No, the reason why I said $1, Edwin is here. Moses sent me. I don't know if he's still on, but Moses is here. We did it in Delaware. Our old timer, we got a round trip ticket for $1, and I know how much we made out of that round trip ticket.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, because $1, like Edwin just said, trust me, the rush will be on there. And if we can go for at least 3 to 6 months to just sell tickets, we'll make money for that round trip ticket.
So now being the other question I want to ask, are we going to print the ticket or going to use the numbers ticket? Which one?
We have to print a ticket.
We got to print ticket.
So that means if we print, so if we printing the ticket, you know what I mean? You and Edwin, I would join you with this thing. No money, but I would join you with the ideas.
Yeah, come. We want you on board. Even
no.
Grace can join out. Wait a minute, Edwin. No, Edwin need more idea. Let's develop it.
No.
I would join you, yeah. So we can come up with the idea, because how many tickets what our goal? Are we trying to push for 5,000? Are we trying to push for 10,000? You know?
Solomon, what we can do is, if we're having a Barrier IE game, we can have the draw right there that day for the Barrier IE game. And we can still be selling tickets.
The question is, what our goal? Our goal, are we trying to, our goal for this ticket, we're looking for 10,000, looking for 20,000, what our
10,000.
Okay, we're looking for 10,000. Okay, we're looking for 10,000. So actually, let's say we're looking for 12,000. Then I mean we end up with 10,000 because we're looking at, let's say, close to 2,000 for the ticket. I guess running it up like that. So yeah, you know, our goal right there. Our goal is to sell $12,000 worth of tickets.
I think to further discuss, please call Kessley. All those who are interested to work with him, please.
Yeah. Okay. Tony, don't put my hand down.
Tony is the excitement of it. The excitement of it.
No, because everybody complaining now the meeting might be over. That's why. Like,
yeah, nobody saying anything about the meeting might be over.
Anna, right now, Anna, everything going fine with Anna, but soon as she get tired, the meeting might be over now.
Tony is a mess. Mr. President, close your meeting. Mr. President, I will just a suggestion, and we can work on the details. And Edwin and I will pull out the ticket, and then we can work on the details. That will make some money for IE.
Yeah, that's good. I appreciate that.
Mr. Kessley.
Yes, sir.
There's something cooking in the background too. There is a gentleman who wants to organize IEMSA game. He's in New York. He sent out a contract that we have to talk about. That gentleman too can be of help to your group. That will also make this organization a lot of money. So we have something cooking in the background for next year, for July 26th.
All the ideas coming
that
up.
will even fall in the time frame of the 6 months. So when your committee is about to meet, please let me know so I can be a part of it.
We can't do a committee with all you, Mr. President. I brought the idea. So you now got to put a committee together to work with us. We can't do that in the absence of your appointment.
No. I will refuse some people. Anybody here appoint, I don't like, they're not coming on the committee. If you can't spend money, you're not coming on the committee. If you can't spend money, you're not coming on the committee. I'm saying it down.
Well, be quiet. But anyway, I will need a motion. Then we can have a discussion after the meeting. I will need a motion to close this meeting.
Yes, please. I'm gonna go to bed.
Man.
Who made a motion?
I gotta go to bed.
That was a motion. I gotta go to bed.
AIG moved by Mrs. Anna Blair and seconded by
Simply.
That the wonderful meeting tonight come to an end. All those who are in favor. Before you go,
I only have this recorded.
Yeah,
everything is recorded.
Okay, because we don't want to come to meeting next month and no meeting.
Go to bed.
Go to bed.
Don't go to bed. Don't go to bed. You're still go to Jamaica again.
Bernice, Bernice,
Yeah.
I beg you, before somebody says something wrong, please pray. I beg you.
Okay, let's bow our head
May all the force of the meeting
and close our eyes.
Edwin, quiet.
Yes, Father, Lord Jesus, we say thank you for this wonderful meeting. Thank you for keeping Bernice quiet this evening. Thank you, oh gracious and merciful God. We say thank you for this meeting. We thank you for everyone that appeared on this meeting tonight. And we thank you for Mr. B.N. Cassidy and Edwin Cole for the financial blessing. Wherever that money is coming from, Heavenly Father, we ask you to triple it. Edwin is already triple. So, Lord, we just ask you to quadruple it. In Jesus Christ's name we pray, amen.
Amen.
You know what happened? There's a surprise. There's a surprise here. Moses Singbe just came to the meeting.
He been there.
He been there. He was that money with it.
So you can talk.
He been there.
All right.
Henry say what?
That money business. So how you talk?
Edwin, don't be personal. I don't agree with you. Don't do that.
I say